On the show, you don't hear a lot of songs played on Off the Cuff with Adam Banks, but since this is a collab show, every song that you're going to hear today on the program is a song that is involved with the Josie somehow, whether it's a nominated song, nominated artist. So we're very excited to bring you a plethora of musical numbers.
Plethora.
Anytime I get a chance to say
the vocabulary. Yeah, me too. Great word.
I'll say it.
So we are going to hear first from a song that Christina and I picked out by the Goodwin Brothers. And this is a song called Monday Morning. And it's performed by the Goodwin Brothers on their last album. However, the song is up for Songwriter of the Year. And it's written by the Goodwin Brothers' cousin Steve Graham. And it is one that I love. The harmonies, the words, and it's just, as what they used to call on American Bandstand, easy to dance to. So let's give it a spin. Here is Monday Morning by the Goodwin Brothers.
It's 4 o'clock, my work week's done. What I need now, a little fun. Country girl by my side. Got my drink and a place to hide on Monday morning. Oh, Monday morning. And I'll do it all again. Whoa. It's 4 o'clock, my work week's done.
was the Goodwin Brothers with their song Monday Morning. You know, Renee, I used to have a whole segment on this show called Off the Cuff's Quote of the Week.
Oh, yes.
And I used to love that because it gave me a chance to just kind of say a quote and dive a little bit into it, right? So the reason I bring it up because you mentioned there was a famous quote that you heard. I don't know if it's famous, but it's at least a quote that you heard, and it stuck with you.
It's a little bit legendary in the music field, and this is from Hunter S. Thompson. I don't know if we have any Hunter S. Thompson fans, but he was from Kentucky, and he was a journalist and also an author. But, Adam, that quote I keep handy at all times to remind us of all the tasks and challenges we face by placing ourselves as business people into the musical arena in the world. He said this: "The music business is a cruel and shallow money trench. A long plastic hallway where thieves and pimps run free and good men die like dogs." There's also a negative side.
Now, that's a little dramatic, but that's probably a little truth in that. So what I'd like to do is we have enough people in the studio to have a panel discussion, and let's talk about this quote that Renee just mentioned. But I also want to talk about the rewards of doing this job, being in this industry as well. So what is it like for you all to just be in this industry, the challenges that you face? So really, we will start...
just around the mic. Yeah, we'll start over here with Kate. How
Okay,
about that?
Kate.
We'll pass the mic around.
Kate.
Kate, let's...
Yes, what is it like for you and in the arena of which you work, just both highs and lows?
Well, luckily there are more highs than there are lows, and most of the lows, I feel like I create myself. A lot of it is I tend to get overwhelmed, and maybe I don't focus enough on like certain tasks and finish one thing before I get on to another. But I think a lot of us are like that because we
Yes.
have a lot to do.
Yes.
And then, of course, there's always, and Renee, I mentioned this last time I was with you, is that terrible imposter syndrome where, sometimes I just feel like I don't belong doing what I'm doing,
Yeah.
but I love it so much and I have such a passion for it. And, I have so much fun doing it. So, getting over that is kind of a daily struggle for me. But the good stuff is so good.
Yes.
I mean, the amount of talent that have come through the studios of Somerset 106 is immeasurable, and the genuine people that I've met because of what I do. I've met you all of you, and I just thoroughly enjoy all of that and hearing the music, of course, and it's just magical.
What a way to start us
Yes,
off.
yeah. I agree. Round of applause.
Yeah, round of applause.
We're done.
That's all we need. Now we're going to swing the mic over here to the mic-offs. No pun intended there. Mic-ons.
Mic on for the mic off.
We'll start with the Mr. Or Mrs. What do you love and hate about, or in the roughs and the highs and the lows of being in the industry?
Go ahead.
You go first. Fight.
Well, from my perspective, working directly with artists in the recording studio, it's kind of seeing that that defeat when it's an intimate space where we're creating, and the artists. What I find. What I wasn't kind of prepared for is a lot of that recording space gets into almost a counseling session sometimes to bring their best. So those kind of soft skills in the studio are really important to communicate and be able to listen to the artists.
Anything you would like to add to that, ma'am?
Can we skip the microphone? Yeah, there we go.
I would probably just say from my side of it, Danny is clearly the talent of the studio and does all the engineering. Mine is more of the supportive role and kind of the community outreach. But I would say the highs are when you just hear a song and you can feel the passion in it and just seeing the artists come alive. Like they walk in sometimes like just intimidated and nervous, and then after they've spent the day there, they are pumped and excited about their music, and that's really cool to see.
Yeah, they don't even really think that their songs are going to sound that good.
Yeah.
And then I think they're always shocked, or at least a little stunned to hear that the quality sounds so good. It's like, I remember the first time I went into a studio and heard what a crisp broadcasted sound like, and it was totally different than what you would hear recorded with a phone. So I think that a lot of shock comes to the artist, and you do a lot of great things for artists, and I appreciate it. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to swing it around again, our mic. Now, our next guest in the studio is an actual. Give me your correct title. Are you are a music?
I started off in really managing artists, especially artists that were beginning. I'm talking fresh out of I just wrote a song, what do I do?
Yes.
I've really evolved more into managing more events and aspects of the industry and collabing, more consulting with artists, but that is definitely where I started, and I'd say I'm more in that event production space, not engineering production, but...
So I'm sure there is a lot highs and lows that you experience being in your industry. Can you talk about some of them?
Yes, for sure. It's a learning curve, and I'm so glad you talked about imposter syndrome because when you have a passion for something, it's almost like that passion won't let you go. I have, over the past 10, 12 years, thought, you know what, I haven't done enough here, I haven't done enough there. But it's the highs, being able, I will never forget the first time, I used to have a little Taz cam, and I would make demos for artists, and I know they're not great. I would love to hear some of them right now, but it was enough for them to be able to hear their work and to have that first boost of confidence to be like, okay, I can go play this live, or take somebody to an open mic and say, just get up there. The highs is being able to foster that community, but also be able to give somebody that next level confidence. And then it followed all the way through. Okay, now I'm co-hosting a festival. Now I'm standing behind stage with the artist, and they're about to go perform in front of everybody that they're terrified of, and I get to be the person behind them saying, you got this. And then they come back and they're like, I did it. I'm like, I knew you were going to do it. The lows, again, imposter syndrome, but also you're doing everything a lot, and depending on the size of your team, and there's a lot of things that you're learning as you go. There's a lot of things that you put out there and you thought it was going to go one way and it goes another way, or maybe you don't get to focus on exactly what you thought you were going to get to focus on, what you spoke to, and it can make you think like, I'm having zero impact, or there's so many other people out there. Why am I even doing this? And then again, you hit one of those highs, or somebody comes back, or you see something that's been created, and it's like, okay, there's reason I'm doing this. I'm keeping going.
Yeah, knowing you had a part in somebody's journey is just incredible. Thank you so much, Angelee. We really do appreciate it. Okay, let's go ahead and swing the mic over to Christina. Thank you so much for being here. You, in your industry, also experience some highs and lows. Can you talk about them?
Sure. And being last, it's kind of nice to look at how we all look at the music. I'm like, oh, I see her aspect and his. And as a venue owner, I give them a platform to put their music out.
Yes.
And I realized that I was sitting on something that I love. We do weddings and all kinds of events, but the music has kind of became my passion because I realized that the connections that you make with the artists, that they make with your customers, all like the highs you're talking about. I mean, when you get the right date, the right night, they sound great. They're on a high, you're on a high, your customers. It's a win-win, but, you don't get that every time. I run a venue all year long, so there's days that the weather, the date was wrong, the crowd's down, the sound sucked. There's just all these things that, the lighting, why is the lighting not right? So I do production and all the, helping with all the aspects of it and learning it. But that would be the low, is when it's not as big a night for my artists, because when they come in, I want it to feel like they're the center of the world and everyone's there to see them. Then they want to come back and play for me again.
Well, every single person that is involved in the industry in some way or the other shapes the lives of everybody just trying to make it and trying to do well. So we appreciate everybody. So listen, that was a great discussion.
Yes.
And
Round one.
Yes.
Complete.
And I think I'm ready to play my song of choice.
Let's do it.
Now, it was hard because there's a lot of people on the Josie Music Awards.
We still have several shows to go to.
Yes, we do.
Get everybody in.
It was hard to narrow it down to who I wanted, but I'm a big Rags and Riches fan.
Yeah.
And they are on the nominee list. What all have they been nominated for? Two or three?
Oh, goodness. I think I wrote it down here.
At least.
Entertainer of the Year, definitely. I know their Duo of the Year, their Music Video of the Year, Social Impact, and also Album of the Year for I Need a Holiday, which is setting the stage for our next song.
It is, but you know what? I'm going to throw you for a loop a little off the cuff. We're not going to play Holiday because even though I love that song, I'm going to play Flavor.
Okay.
Which is also a great song.
Great song.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, with a little Rags and Riches Flavor. We'll be back after the song.
Magic mirror on the wall. Show me a hottie, fireball. Oh, there she is. I'm enthralled. I need to meet her before last call. I got moves that strictly metaphysical, but in this suit ain't no way I'm invisible. No, stand on the side. Your eyes are mega critical. I feel the vibe. No time for being cynical, 'cause I got flavor in all the wrong places, baby. 2 left feet like winter in the summer, baby. I can't dance, so won't you take it easy on me? I can't dance, but watch me leave it all on the dance floor. The dance floor. The dance floor. Watch me leave it all. You're digital, I'm still analog. You're a princess and I'm just a frog. I've been chanting, won't you be my little baddie? 'Cause under your spell I'm feeling supercalifragilistic. I got moves that strictly metaphysical, but in this suit ain't no way I'm invisible. No, stand on the side, your eyes are mega critical. I feel the vibe, no time for being cynical, 'cause I got flavor in all the wrong places, baby. 2 left feet like winter in the summer, baby. I can't dance, so won't you take it easy on me? I can't dance, but watch me leave it all on the dance floor. The dance floor. The dance floor. I leave my heart on the dance floor. The dance floor. The dance floor. Bring it down. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, I need you to put your hands together with me like this. And slide, and slide, and slide to the left, to the right. Let's go. Dance floor, dance, the dance floor, dance. You need the dance floor, dance, the dance floor, dance. Dance floor, dance, the dance floor, dance. You need the dance floor, dance, the dance floor, dance. Dance floor, dance, the dance floor, dance. You need the dance floor, dance, the dance floor, dance. The dance floor, dance, the dance floor, dance. You need the I got flavor in all the wrong places, baby. 2 left feet like winter in the summer, baby. I can't dance, so won't you take it easy on me? I can't dance, but watch me, watch me. With courage till I could use another, baby. Move so smooth, believe that it's not butter, baby. I'm on a roll, I know your eyes are feasting on me. So heat it up and watch me leave it all on the dance floor.
Okay.
Watch me leave it all.
I love me some Rags and Riches. Such a great group. Going places, I'm telling you. Let's talk. What I would like to do now is go around the horn again, go around the panel, and talk to you guys individually about what just being nominated for a Josie Award means to you. Some of you all first-time nominees, some of you guys not. But Christina, I'd like to start with you, who you are being nominated for. Talk about your nomination and what it means to you to be nominated.
Well, first of all, that was a great song choice. Wanted to say that.
Oh, well, thank you very much. You know, I'm not a radio DJ for nothing.
And so what it means to me, it would probably just be, I'm grateful just to be in the arena, just to be part of it. We've not been doing this a long time. We've had the vineyard since 2016, but I've been doing it full time since into 2019, 2020. We've been through COVID. So to be nominated and recognized for the hard work we're putting in, it feels good. So I'm excited to go and see what it's all about and enjoy the Grand Ole Opry.
Yes.
And I just want to add that if you look at this list of venues of the year, there's 7. And I want you to think about that's an international competition. Mm-hmm. So congratulations to Chenault.
Yes.
On submitting a great, submission.
I had a little help.
Well,
I have friends in my corner, but I'm very honored.
There were 7 venues nominated. I would dare say that there are more than 7 venues nationally in the United States that do this kind of stuff. So it's not like they just pick everybody that throws in a nomination. I mean, they really do have to narrow it down. And I know a lot of people who put in nominations for these award shows and never got nothing. So it's definitely nothing to scoff at and be proud of your nomination. So congratulations.
Chenault brings such a class and such a distinction to doing music in a very just almost like a listening room type of environment, which a lot of artists, they enjoy both, like being in bars and loud places, but it's nice sometimes to see our artists performing in a very quiet and listening environment.
And a lot of my artists, they're like, we love playing here because it's not a tight, dark bar. It is outside. It is
beautiful place. Yes.
And we have different venues and sizes and aspects of the music from a lower level to a higher level. So, this year we've done our writers rounds.
Yeah.
And that's opened up a whole nother world for me and for the musician. So it's not just our local, everyone that plays in our local area, branching out and bringing people in from Nashville and doing those writers rounds has been a lot of fun.
Well, you're good at it.
Yeah.
So
thank you.
Thank you for doing what you do. Angelee, let's go to you. You have worked in concert with Rags and Riches, who we just heard, and you have worked with them. You're now living in Nashville for the past few years. Let's talk about what it's like to see so many Kentucky artists and businesses nominated for a Josie Music Award this year.
It's exciting. Again, this is one of my absolute favorite things, is to be able to see a lot of artists I've worked with over 5-7 years, and then to see them finally hit that stride, to see them hit their mark where they're proud and they're being able to get out. Rags and Riches, I've worked with them in concert twice. First had them as I hosted a battle of the bands,
yes,
where we were competing for a slot to perform at the Lexington Music Awards. And I'll never forget, and those of you who do live sound went down somehow. Something happened, and we were getting it working, and they all of a sudden just started playing their own, because they had heavy percussion. So they just took the stage and started just playing their own version of what they were going to play. And that's you know when you see an artist what it takes to be successful. Mm-hmm. And it's things like that you notice early on when you're working with someone. So I was super proud to see how they took command of that. They did win. They did perform at the Lexington Awards and killed it. I love being backstage to see that. So to see them continue to go on, make more music, be nominated for more things, it's super, super exciting. And it's just a feeling of community. It's that you know these people and you know what it took to get where they are. And so you're excited to see them shine. I do want to mention one other person that's a first nominee really quick.
Yeah.
I just met last week or 2 weeks ago. We just started working together. His name's Kevin Thomas.
Uh-huh.
And we connected through a mutual musician, Rachel Crow, and another person. I feel like one of my favorite things is being able to say, I can tell if you have the ethic or you don't. You have the will or you don't. You can have all the platforms in the world, but if you don't have the work ethic and the will and to continue that talent and to nurture it and to get out there and do what it takes, it's just not going to be an easy road. And when I met with him on the phone, I was like, this guy has what it takes. And then I was able to see all the things he's doing and who he works, what he does, his single that's out that they recorded. I just learned. I didn't realize.
Yes.
It's such a good song. Wither Away, right? Mm-hmm. So again, it's so exciting to meet people, and everybody can talk, but it's when you see the action that they put in, and you know that they're worthy of those accolades and whatever comes next, that's super exciting. So I want the best for everyone, but those two for sure.
Well, I mean, you mentioned Rachel Crow, who's been on the show before.
Yeah.
Have we had Kevin on the show?
He is scheduled to come on in one of our special edition shows that we're going to be having. But what I like about this is it does talk to working in concert. And that's kind of been, our philosophy here with Overtones and Off the Cuff is that it's a synergy. And it's also an ecosystem where, one supports the other. It's almost like we're living in a community, almost like Shakers did. And everybody had a responsibility in the final product. And even as we talk here today, it feels like an assembly line.
Yes.
It's just kind of like from start to finish.
Yeah, they go to one station from the other.
Yeah, exactly. But I was surprised. I'm surprised to learn that you all have been involved in his recording as well. So let's talk to you all next about what is it like to be nominated.
Yeah, Danny, up for Recording Studio of the Year, and Kate, also, what has it been like to witness this from someone who you work in concert with and all that you do as a radio show host?
Yeah, let's start with Kate. And then we'll
Kate, I'm sorry. We'll start with you, Kate, first, and then Danny will get to you.
Yeah, no. Danny and Natalie have become great friends. So, of course, it's like you're ecstatic to see your friends succeed, and you see firsthand how hard they work and the dedication and the passion that they have. You get, to be behind the scenes because they're your friends. You know intimately how much music means to them. So it's really cool to see their hard work come to fruition. As far as the other artists, I have had Brando Van Schoik on the show who's nominated, D. Boone Pittman who's nominated, Spooky Fox who's nominated, and I'm missing State Law who's nominated.
Yes.
All from our area. Well, D. Boone Pittman and Daryl's not exactly from our area, but the rest of them are, but I feel like they're mother hen.
Yes.
And you get to know them, and they become like your kids, even though you might be the same age, they become like your kids. So when you see your children succeed, it's that same feeling. It is amazing. You're rooting for them the moment that they're in your studio, or even before that and on. And it's so cool to see all of this right now. I love it.
And Kate, while you mentioned D. Boone Pittman, let me just kind of talk about the fact that he was hand-selected from the Hollywood Independent Music Awards organizer to be one of the performers at the after party, which was so huge and so significant. And he sang Love and Floods and Other Natural Disasters, which is one of my favorites. But just to see how people from outside of Kentucky react to Kentucky and Appalachian music, I mean, they were totally digging it. It was just so cool.
That is really cool. I mean, and it makes a lot of sense. I think a lot of people would echo that same sentiment.
Yes.
It's like watching your kids succeed. And Danny, I would say the same thing with you. You own a recording studio. And you work with a lot of these artists who are now going on and are getting nominated for these awards. What is that for you when you watch these artists who you work with so closely go on and get these accolades?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's just amazing. Mill Spring Studio is just nearly 2 years old, and we've had such a opportunity to work with so many artists and to see quite a lot of them have these type of accolades and be acknowledged by Lexington Music Awards or the Appalachian Music Awards, or for the GMAs, right? So it's just kind of echoing what Kate said. You kind of rally behind them. We talk a lot about in the studio, Natalie and I being the biggest cheerleaders for them. So to see their hard work, come around, it's a great feeling.
Well, thank you.
Natalie, do you have anything to add?
I would probably just say that being nominated for a JMA to me was awesome because it is like recognition of this man's hard work. And I see it day in and day out, and he works tirelessly for these musicians. And I promise nobody cares about their product and their success more than him. So to see people like Kevin Thomas, who Oh gosh, we have latched onto him and loved him from the beginning. He has work ethic like I've never seen.
Absolutely.
I mean, that kid is working it, social media wise, song wise, and he has a life story to share. So I love seeing him, and Brando probably are my, like, you just got to be so happy for them because they've had a life to talk about.
Well, you've got yourself a good woman there, Danny. Because
He's working in concert.
Yeah. She beamed just talking about your work ethic, and I think every successful person, artist, business owner, recording, whoever, you have to have somebody with you, a partner standing with you that supports you, and no wonder you've got a successful studio. You mentioned Brando. Who's who we're going to play next? He's got a song out called Live, and this was your all's chosen song, right? Who chose this song?
It's actually called Burn Live, and Danny and Natalie recommended this one because it was recorded at Mill Springs Studio. And so here's another great example, right? So what do you all have to say about this song specifically, and why did you make that your choice?
Well, it's just the collaboration that Brando had brought to the project to record at Mill Springs Studio. He brought just musicians from different backgrounds, and it was just amazing to see a song that he had previously recorded and what those musicians and him giving a little bit of himself to them to realize their vision as well. And Brando's just like that, to see that come full circle and realize what Brando's vision was to have these other inputs was really special. So that's
and Brando performed this song for us last night at Nash House on our edition of Overtones Live. So he was very well received and performed to a very appreciative audience.
Must be a lot of talent that comes out of that little county he's from.
Oh yeah, that's your county, isn't it, Adam?
Brando and I, class of 2006, not Central.
Now, isn't that?
That's neat.
Yeah, we both were, and what's funny is we knew of each other.
Yes.
But we didn't really know each other. But now it's like we're both in an industry where we can collab.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to working with Brando and seeing Brando. I haven't seen him. It's been a while. We were in a wedding like 6 years ago. We had a mutual friend get married. That's the last time I seen him. So I'm excited to see him. So here he
listen
is,
to his
folks,
song.
to his song Burn. Yeah, we'll play the studio version of Brando's song right now. So here is Burn by the one and only Brandon Eventually.
Some days I just wish the world would burn. Some days I'm just waiting for my turn. But in my mind is where I go. So far down, there's nowhere left to fall. Through the flames, no one can hear my cries. I'm too far gone to make it back this time. So watch me burn. Watch me burn. Watch me burn. Watch me burn. is hard to find. In my eyes, there's stories you don't know. You don't recognize I'm barely hanging on. Through the flames, no one can hear my cries. I'm too far gone, make it back this time. So watch me burn. Watch me burn. Watch me burn. Watch me burn. Myself alive. Watch me burn. Myself alive. Myself alive.
And that was Josie Music Award nominated Brando V. I'm just going to say V. I've messed it up so many times last
Don't
night.
try to say it. Can you try to say it?
Van Schuick.
There you go.
There we go.
Van Schuick.
Also have
I'm
in the
excited for this.
studio-
Yes.
We've been waiting for this.
Yes.
We have Mark Royse, who is the General Station Manager here at Radio Lex, also a first-time nominee for Radio Lex for Best Radio Station. International, by the way.
And our boss, by the way.
And our boss, yes, our boss. So let's give Mark a round of
Oh,
applause.
well, thank you. But you're fantastic volunteers, so I am as much as your boss as you get paid. So
He's going to double our pay.
Exactly.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
So, Mark, you are just as much belong here as the rest of us because you are the general manager of Radio Lex, and this station has got some visibility over the last 4 or 5 years. I mean, definitely in 2024, getting nominated for a national award, best. What's the exact category? Is it best radio station?
Well, it is the music business categories are busted out into a lot of different categories.
Yes.
Radio Lex is in the best radio station
Category. And you being the captain of the ship, talk about
my captain.
Talk about a couple of things, really, what it was like for you to be nominated, what's it mean to you for just being the general manager as the station, and also when you're done with that, just kind of go a little bit into what it's like to have volunteers like Renee and
Yeah, sure. Well, and I will start with that actually because you know, I had never heard of the Josie Awards until you all had been involved a year ago or so in them. And it was really Renee who came to me and said, I think that Radio Lex is doing exciting stuff. Do you mind if we put you as a nominee? And I was like, no. And I think we traded some information and that kind of thing with her knowing that we would be up against, I think, 70,000 other radio stations. So we made the short list. I'm very excited about that, very proud, and that is due to the work of our volunteers. That really has nothing to do with me. It's just we have great people creating great content because we're great community radio, and we can do things as community radio that commercial radio stations can't. But my secret pride in all of this is that we made the same list as Paul Simon's radio station. So that's pretty that's you know, that puffed up my feathers a little bit. So we're just, I mean, it's great to have that visibility on that stage, and especially just to be like, who's Radio Lex? For these people who are all over the country. And I think when people look at Radio Lex, they hopefully will be pretty impressed by what's going on. And Renee got her start here with Overtones. You got your start, but Renee, we used to be at an elementary school in the basement.
Yeah.
And from having like 12 people crammed in a little, room playing music to now where Renee's show Overtones is syndicated on several stations in the regional Kentucky and has made so many connections for regional musicians. And we're super excited that started with us because that's what we do. We're a platform for the community. We provide a chance to elevate underrepresented voices, especially voices who don't necessarily get heard all the time in mainstream media, and that is why we broadcast in English and in Spanish, and that is why we have a lot of we have Black, Hispanic, Asian, African, LGBT. All the voices that you don't necessarily get to tell their own stories in mainstream media have a place here and have a voice. Also, as you know, the commercial radio industry a few years back just kind of became very homogenous. 80% of the content on commercial radio is the same, no matter what station you're listening to. So at Radio Lex, we spin more than 5,000 unique songs a month in all different genres.
Wow, I didn't know that.
And a lot of them are local musicians. And so we can do stuff as community radio that nobody else can do, and we're super proud of that. So I'm glad that some people beyond us are going to get to hear about it.
Mark, you're really good at this radio thing.
He is too.
You should give it a try. No, Mark and I, we've developed a relationship off the air. Like, we talk a lot once I get done with my show, and he's just a really good conversationalist.
Yes.
So I'm going to have Mark on Off the Cuff, and that makes to do a pop culture show.
Oh, that would be fun.
There's a lot of things that you're going to have to join us.
Yeah, I've got a lot of pop culture rattling around in my brain, so that would be fun.
But thank you so much for being such a good captain of the ship.
Oh, well.
Congratulations. We can't wait to see you there. Can't wait to see what you wear.
I know. Well, and I've been thinking about it.
We are planning for those that want to participate in a Kentucky Blue Out. So, just if you want to participate that night, we're looking. We showed up that way in Hollywood. It was quite unintentional, but it got a lot of attention that we were all wearing UK blue.
Yeah.
Well, now that sort of will be a challenge because as I'm always in black, but I can lighten up the blue for a little bit.
We'll get you a blue tie.
There you go.
Thank you, Mark. For
all right, thank you all so much, and great everybody here. Congratulations to you all, and I hope you all win, and I hope that we sweep the Josies.
Yes. All right.
I
yes.
like it.
Thank you.
I like it.
Thank you so much to Mark.
So, how about we go around before we hear that song? Let's go around the mic or around the horn, as Adam mentioned, with just a one word that describes what this year has been like you as a music business owner or a manager. And let me get my camera going here. We'll start with Kate. So let's get the microphone.
One word to wrap it up.
One word, yeah.
Okay.
One word, real quick.
Magic.
Okay.
I like that.
Kate, let me get you to say that one more time. Get it on film. Real good magic.
Magic.
Okay, awesome. And that's
Community.
Oh, I love that. You want to, Natalie, did you all have one you're sharing?
Yeah, we'll share community.
Okay, we can do that.
Necessary.
Okay, awesome.
Yes.
And Christina?
Vibrant.
Ooh, absolutely love every one of those.
Adam, do you have one? Off the cuff.
To sum up the year, it's been a big year. I was never even nominated for an award until 2024 popped up. So I'm going to say shocking.
Okay.
Shocked.
And I'm going to say resilience.
I was going to say that.
Well, you and I, we think alike.
We're like in competition.
Yes, absolutely. So let's close the show today with J.D. Shelburn's Hometown in My Headlights.
Yes. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you all for being with us.
Yes. Thank you so much. One more round of applause. Thank you for listening to the Off the Cuff with Adam Banks Overtones Live. We will see you next Thursday from 4 to 5.
Been a while since I've been back round here. Sure looks like ain't nothing's changed. Same two lanes, same two red lights, same number on that population sign. It happens every single time I drive down Main. This windshield's like a movie screen, playing back those memories. Cheap cold beer and an old boombox, party going down in the parking lot. First time flames and Friday nights, tailgate talks and crossing lines. Happens to me every time I got my hometown in my headlights. My hometown in my headlights. Summer nights staying out way too late. Did our best to break every rule. Nowhere to go, just driving around. Yeah, we thought we ran this town. Burning tires, hearts on fire, thought we were so cool. This windshield's like a movie screen, playing back those memories. Cheap cold beer and an old boombox, party going down in the parking lot. First time flames and Friday nights, tailgate talks and crossing lines. Happens to me every time I got my hometown in my headlights. My hometown in my headlights. When I take a lap, it takes me back. That's why I take it slow. This windshield's like a movie screen, playing back those memories. Cheap cold beer